Alright guys, while I'm getting the next animal ready, he's going to pass around the baby so you guys can see it. And if you guys behave, you'll get to see, more and more of it. If you guys are a little bit loud, we have to take it back. We don't want to get too scared, okay?
Oh, quickly, the girls over here didn't see me.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is Michael. This is the lemon pasta. That's not a good idea. He's very friendly, but... No, people think they're slimy, but they're not. Okay, the question we had here, we had an excellent question. Guys, settle down. I want everyone to know this. She was asking if they're poisonous. The term is actually venomous, and no, they're not venomous. There's very, very, very few snakes that are venomous. Maybe about 5% of snakes, probably not even that much. And some of the snakes that are venomous aren't even venomous to really hurt a person. The ones you guys hear about on TV are the rare, rare exceptions. Alrighty guys, when you guys settle down, we'll take up the next animal, okay? So Mark's gonna walk up front. He'll just walk up front, and when he walks up front, he'll come this way just so you guys get to see over here too, because I don't think you guys saw.
It's me and him. Yeah, he's scared.
Alrighty, you guys ready for the next animal? Alright guys, let's settle down. Once we settle down, I can take it out, okay? Alright, great. Oh, another thing I want to say before I take this animal out. Remember I told you most of the animals are used to all these people, right? We have one or two that aren't. This one, when it was a baby, was nice and calm. When they get older, they get a little bit more aggressive. So this one's not as calm. So this one we need to stay quiet, okay? But I'm going to show it all to you. And I'll tell you guys all about it. Alrighty. Cool, right? He's dripping because he's wet. This container's wet. Because he's a turtle, he likes to hang out in water. Okay, who's going to guess what this is? I'll give you a hint. You can actually find them in New England, so in states like this one. Yes, it is a turtle. What kind of turtle? Very good. She said it's a snapping turtle. Excellent. There's two different types of snapping turtles. They have alligator snapping turtles, and they have what's called a common snapping turtle. Which one do you think this one is? Yes, very good. I don't know who said it, but someone said it. Good, awesome. So there's a common snapping turtle, right? Alright guys, settle down. Remember, this one gets scared, right? Okay, this one gets scared, so we really have to behave for this one. Okay, so you see how he's lighter, right? Something's going on here, right? I'll give you guys a hint. Remember the really light colored one that we had before? It was a ball python, but I tell you something special about it. The same thing that's special about that snake is special about this turtle.
Its DNA is different.
Its DNA is different. Perfect. And the DNA being different makes it a...
snake. He puts his head in when he's scared.
That's correct, but it makes him an albino. The DNA being different, very good. That's very detailed. It makes him an albino. You see how he has red eyes? Just like an albino. He lacks that pigmentation, right? And then he has the light coloration just like that, right? Well, you see why the way I'm holding this guy, this common snapping turtle that you can find around here? The reason I'm holding him in the back like this, believe it or not, he's a super long neck. If I held him even right in the middle right there, he's hiding right now, he's scared, he doesn't know what's going on, he wants to protect that head of his, right? So he's tucking it in. If he wanted to, if I put my finger right there, he could reach around and bam, grab my fingers. That's the reason I'm grabbing him back here, because I really like having my fingers attached to me, so that's why I keep my hands back here. Alrighty? It's cool though, right? And see this special color that he has? Usually you don't see this. Believe it or not, they actually caught this guy in Massachusetts. And where they caught him, they had two other ones. So it's really, really rare animal. The reason they're so rare One second, I'll take your question, okay? So the reason they're so rare, where they're from is really dark and swampy, and like usually they're in ponds, something really dark, right? See how light they are? If anything wants to eat it, like other snapping turtles or large birds, they can see it extremely easily. So chances are, his brothers and sisters, there were a few of them that were this color, but they didn't live long enough to be here. So, yeah, you had a question, right?
I have a baby sun turtle at my house.
Nice, those are really cool. I love sun turtles.
I saw one of those lizards that don't have any legs and look like snakes.
Legless lizards. I'll tell you a secret. All right. So, yep, here's a question. Bunny, what? No bunnies, they're reptiles here. Oh, guys, I can't hear the question. It's a really important question back here. What's that?
What under finger
Well, that's water. Using the water. That's what he's thinking. Okay, one more question. His nails are sharp. They actually, when they get older especially, the females use the nails for burrowing nests. They use it for digging in general, because what they'll do, even the males or the females, they'll dig, they'll sit somewhere, and they'll wait and wait and wait till a meal passes by. But the females use it for another reason. Usually in the wild, when you see a snapping turtle, you're seeing a female, because you're seeing it either go to dig a nest, or they're coming back from digging one. Usually if you see one outside of the water, it's a female. If you see a male, probably you see it because you're getting like caught on a fishing line or something. Yes? Oh, he's scared. He's not, and usually they don't move very much. I would actually be worried if he was moving a lot. He's getting a little bit older, and this is a male, so he's getting a little bit assertive, because they kind of have to be where they're from.
Can you put him back?
Sure, in a second. All right, any more questions?
Yeah, I want to see.
One more question. They're red because he's an albino. So that change in the DNA we were talking about that makes him not be able to produce melanin so that he doesn't have the dark pigmentation, people could have that too. But anyways, that same change makes them have red eyes. But very good question. Excellent question. You guys ready for the next animal? Yeah! You guys want to say bye to this one? Bye! Oh, very good, guys. You guys did a great job. Alright guys, the next animal I'm going to show, she's basically a celebrity, okay? She's been on TV and everything, that's cool, right? Yep, this one, alright guys, settle down. The reason we have to settle down for this one right here, she's getting really old. This type of snake, which I'm going to tell you what it is in a second, they can live like 20 some odd years, but this one's at least 20 years old. So she's getting older, okay? Alright, you guys. You guys know Steve Irwin? Have you guys heard of Steve Irwin? Yeah. Well, he's an animal person. He was really popular for dealing with animals. Guys, settle down. Remember, you gotta settle down for this one. His daughter is named Bindi Irwin. And she went all over the U.S. promoting her book and promoting her show. And she actually borrowed a lot of the animals that she showed when she was in the U.S. from us. And when she was on that show, Good Morning America it was, she named this animal. And she named the animal Kelly. So her name is Kelly. Very cool, right? So she's been on TV tons of times, actually. She's been on other shows also. So anyways, you see what she's doing right here? She's a green tree python, by the way. A green tree python. She was doing just like a monkey, right? They have what's called a prehensile tail, just like some monkeys do, right? So what happens is, it's really cool. It's just like us. She has so many muscles at the end of her tail that she can hang on. And she can hang on like this all day if she wanted to. What's really cool about that, imagine us hanging from our fingertips from the ledge of a building, right? Can you do that all day? I know I couldn't, right? This snake, that's awesome, I can. So this snake could do that all day if it wanted. The reason being, you see, imagine my hand is a branch, right? It can't go that many places if it's hanging from the middle, right? Or the top of its body, right? If it's hanging from the tip and my finger's a branch, it could grab everything everywhere. See that? There's a lot more space. And you know what they catch? They live in trees, so what do you think they catch usually? Yes.
Birds.
Yes, they catch birds. They're super, super fast. And if you look at the top of their head, you see those bumps? I'm not sure if everyone can see, but trust me, they're there. They're big bumps. It's not just decoration. It actually has a purpose. It has a function. Those are their jaw muscles. That's part of their jaw muscles. The reason being, if they catch a bird and they're not really strong, if they don't grab them really, really firmly, that bird's going to get away potentially or fall on the ground, right? And then good luck catching it after that, right? So when they catch something, they have really long fangs, they strike very quickly, and then they have all the jaw muscles there to make sure that they don't let it go, right? Just like birds eat other living things like worms because they have to survive, right? These guys eat other living things too. They're just part of the natural ecosystem over there where they're from.
Yeah, like wild crabs.
And what's really cool about these guys, you see the top of them, right? Alright, so imagine that you're a bird of prey, right? You're an eagle, you're something that's looking for something to eat, right? Look at it from the top, right? You're flying by. Imagine in the trees. Do you think this would be hard to see in the trees? It blends in, it's green, right? Imagine you're something below it. You're a predator or you're a prey item. You're looking up at it, right? It has a white coloration and the outside has like a bluish green hue, right? Looks just like the sky, so you can't see it. So in addition to having that cool adaptation where it hangs on from the branch, it camouflages, it has that dual mechanism, camouflages in really, really well. So it's usually tough to see it. Usually the birds don't see it until it sees them. Yes?
Sharks have those same kind of camouflage.
Yes, they do. Sharks do have that camouflage. Very good. Yes.
On a show I seen one of those, but it was poisonous.
Venomous. Poison's a little bit different. Poison's when you ingest something. Venom is something that's put into you. Some snakes are venomous. I can't think of any tree snake that is venomous offhand. And these snakes definitely are not venomous. Green tree pythons. Maybe it's something that looks similar. I think it's probably something that looks similar, but it definitely wasn't this type of animal. Yes. This one I wouldn't have had. She's getting very, very old, so her coordination isn't as good as it used to be. Yeah. Really? That's cool. Alrighty, guys. Everyone get the seat? Alright, so I'll take some questions now, and then we have another cool animal next, okay? So while Mark gets that animal, let me take a couple questions. Say bye to Kelly, guys. Very good. Alrighty. Any questions while Mark gets something ready? Yes. Red-eared slider. We do not have a red-eared slider with us. No. But if you go to the store, we have tons of them. Yes. Yes, these guys lay eggs. Yes, most reptiles lay eggs. We'll show you an exception later on, actually. Yes. Oh, it was climbing up. That's what it was doing. It was climbing up. Yeah. They're capable of climbing. They came from a branch and go right back up. Yeah. Hi, quiet, guys. Let me hear the question, guys. Okay. I want to make sure we have plenty of time for everything, including the questions. Why they what? Why do they what? Why do they hang? Yeah, they hang on the branches so they can catch things around them, like the birds I was talking about. They hang from the tip of the branch, and they get other things. Okay, someone was mentioning this animal previously, before. What kind of animal is this, do you guys think? Mark's going to come down and hold it right in front of you guys. What do you think it is? I think you're the one that said what it was previously.
I can see it shaking.
Yes, what kind?
I can see it shaking. I can see.
Yes, very good, very good. It's a legless lizard. It looks a lot like a snake, right? People think it looks long and slender and has no limbs. Must be a snake, right? It's actually not that closely related to snakes at all. Yes, just, you okay? What's the question? You all right, buddy?
I can see it's shaking because it's scared.
Yeah, that's a little scared. Yeah. All right, hold on, guys. Let me tell you about it first, then we'll go with the questions, right? So, hands down for the questions for 1 second. All right, guys. So, I'll tell you about this animal, right? It's like a lizard. All right, guys. When you guys settle down, I'll tell you about it. You guys all set? All right, cool. Alrighty. So this guy right here, he has scales just like a lizard. And when Mark passes by with them, you're going to see lines on the side of them, right? Where the lines are, that's actually where the body portion is. And then after that is the tails. If you were able to look inside of this animal, you would actually see limbs. The reason being, with legs, you see legs and arms. The reason being is because a long, long time ago, its grandparents, great-great-great-grandparents, right, had limbs. But then they evolved to lose them because they like to burrow a lot, right? So the limbs kind of got in the way. So over time, they lost those limbs. You can find these guys in Europe. You can actually find these guys in the United States in different species. This is the European one. But anyway, so Mark's going to walk by with them and notice they have eyelids. They have eyelids just like lizards. Snakes do not have eyelids. Yes, and now take questions. Yes. Yes, very good. She said something very good, Lillian. Right? Lillian said something that was excellent. She said, you know what? I know why they have those holes on the side of their head. Because they have ears. And that's right. That's another difference. Lizards have ears. Snakes do not. No, snakes, they feel vibration. That's how they're able to hear you, by sensing the vibration. I'm not sure. It might be the same with worms. I'm honestly not sure. Yes. Alright guys, let's settle down right here. No, we're from Zoo Creatures. Zoo Creatures is a pet store. It's a pet store that's probably about 10 minutes away from here. Yep. Nice.
No, he's not venomous either.
Alrighty guys, I'll take 2 more questions and then Mark is going to walk through the front over here to make sure everyone on this side gets to see. Alright, so 2 more. Someone that hasn't got a chance to ask yet. You, yes.
On the back,
Sea turtle?
No, in Mario.
No, sea turtle.